Hello everyone, Luke Taylor here for another album review, and today's album is 1990 Pantera Cowboys From Hell. Now for those of you who don't know who Pantera is, first of all, who are you and why do you not know who Pantera is? I'm just kidding. For those of you who don't know, Pantera is the most famous metal band from Texas, and they are the creators of something called groove metal. And they used to be a glam band. Obviously, you know, they came in that into that era with 70s hard rock, like Kiss, that kind of stuff, and Randy Rhoads, Ozzy, all of this kind of guitar shredder stuff, and they really hit smack dab perfectly into this era, 1990, with Cowboys From Hell. It's their fifth album, but it was their major label debut. Cowboys From Hell was produced by a company called Atco Records. Now, I think obviously the star of this production is Terry Date, the producer. To capture what they were doing, just the live energy, the incredible ferocity and tenacity, just so much attitude that they had, he really captured it. If you compare Cowboys From Hell from their previous albums, obviously they were a very glam-inspired band. They had a lot of like hair metal-y kind of stuff, which is cool because Cowboys From Hell was really their, you know, their handshake with the world, kicking the door down, saying, "We are Pantera. This is what we sound like. We are the Cowboys From Hell. We're taking over this town." So there's a lot of things that have already been said about Pantera, about this album. I just want to talk really quickly, probably too long, about Dimebag Darrell, as he's known. As he's known on the album, Diamond Darrell. Not a lot of people call him Diamond Darrell, but check out the liner notes, he's Diamond Darrell. So Darrell Abbot, of course, one of the greatest guitar players of all time, one of the greatest metal guitar players. A perfect combination of Texas blues and, you know, like power thrash attitude. He just has the groove. I don't know how else to say it. It's kind of like the special magic that he was born with. And the band, I think, so wonderfully jumped on what he was writing. Obviously, you know, his brother is a drummer, okay? So they were playing together their whole lives. So Vinnie Paul is his brother, and they were playing together their whole lives. They sync together so well. There's some progressive moments, you know, where a groove is going this way, then it goes that way. And of course, Rex Brown is a great bassist, and Phil Anselmo is one of the most famous singers, very controversial, but back then he was just Mr. Attitude. But I just want to talk about Dime. You know, I miss him, I miss hearing his playing. It's very tragic what happened to him. He's no longer with us. But when you put on this record, it's just so fresh, and it's like he's right there. His sound is so unique. There's a lot of people over the years that have tried to imitate him, and it is a form of flattery, obviously, but there's nobody that can ever sound like Dimebag Darrell, and it's just the way it is. He's such a special guy. We can talk about, you know, his use of solid state Randalls or the awesome Dean guitars he had, but we just need to talk about what wonderful music he made, how he was such a great confluence of real Texas blues, you know, country music, great songwriting, and then also, you know, Kiss, hard rock, Randy Rhoads. You can hear all those influences in his playing. You can hear like the Van Halen. You can hear how he was really influenced by awesome players, but then was just throwing it all out the window. And that's something teachers will tell their students. Take your influences, study them, practice all this stuff, and throw it out the window. And he was really able to do that in this furious stream of notes that was so filled with emotion so many times. I mean, listen to Cemetery Gates, one of their most famous songs, the fourth track on this album. Listen to Cemetery Gates and, you know, tell me it doesn't make you feel something. Some of his solos are just mind-blowing today, and you can take them note for note and try to copy them and transpose them and try to play them, but in essence, there's only one guy that can play this way, and it's Dimebag Darrell. You know, it's kind of crazy that Pantera were turned down by 28 other labels. It's kind of crazy when you think about it, when you hear these songs. And there are things for many fans back then they're kind of off-putting about Pantera. You know, when you think about the lyrics of like Psycho Holiday or Primal Concrete Sledge, you're thinking that this was a little bit of an in-your-face band, and in-your-face wasn't as much of a thing then as it is now. You know, they wanted hairspray and big hits and, you know, spandex and stuff. That was still going on. Grunge was going on. But 1990 was the perfect time for this to show up. And they really did take over this town. So, yeah. In closing, the band is just fantastic. Obviously one of my favorite metal bands, Dimebag Darrell being one of my favorite guitar players of all time, and truly inimitable in every way. Just listen to Domination and try not to headbang. My rating, gold. So, are you a fan of Pantera? Have you heard this album? I think you have. What's your favorite Pantera album? Maybe Far Beyond Driven? Maybe Vulgar Display of Power? Please let me know in the comments below. Please tell me what your favorite Pantera song is too, or your favorite Dimebag Darrell solo. Please check out all my other reviews on this channel. I have a lot. New videos are posted every week. Please take care. Have a wonderful day. See you later.